Cool. Hit the update title 20 times. Now, what can I do with a single texture against a big thing of these? What do we got? Space Marines. There's some infantry reinforcements. You've got a big amount of dreadnoughts with various weaponry, and then twin bolters on those, and a bunch of other units. Okay, so basically I've got to fight Space Marines. So I'm going to need heavy armor and whatnot. But let's see, what do I even have here? What do we got? So obviously we have a Hellgun. I've got an Omni Shield helmet of some sort. For the top, he's got a face mask then. Got a few different things that can work out with it. Okay. That works out. And he's got a bit of, and that's the only one. Okay. Yeah, I can make that all work. I can make that all work easily. Alright, so this is a development for mission tomorrow, which, I don't know, 50-50 to me. I didn't even think was going to happen at the rate it was going, but we got it last second, so this will be an interesting job. Now, how are we going to turn that into something else? Let's go ahead, pull out the traditional CSAT kit that I like to pull out to make base kits on. So we're going to go ahead, go into men. Let's have a squad leader, a team leader. Here, real quick, let me put him a little further back. Let's do a squad leader, a team leader. Definitely a heavy gunner and an auto rifleman breakdown because this mod set has plenty of different machine guns. Let's have 2 different heavy weapon types. Especially if we're fighting Space Marines. So riflemen themselves aren't really going to be useful. Riflemen are just going to be fodder. But I'm going to have other things added to the element here to make that work. Marksman would also be good, but again, limited capability based off of what I've got. So I'm going to probably do 2 riflemen. And I'm going to need a 3rd heavy trooper, actually, because plasma is also on the table. So we'll see how that all goes. And then from there, 3 different types of riflemen. And then a combat lifesaver of sorts. And that should be good. So right off the bat, going to copy everything and equip it like so. Set up an OP4 radio. No binos on the base kit. Everything like this is perfectly fine. So there's also Slaaneshi berets, which is kind of weird because it's just a white beret, but I mean, you know, if it works, right? So that's fine. I can do that for leadership elements, maybe one of the heavy troopers as well. But let's go ahead and look at medical here. So I've got adrenal stims, an antidote for being crazy. All right. I mean, I'm going to load these guys up with a bunch of random crap because it's Slaanesh. True, I can give them missiles, gene seeds. Don't ask why they have those. I mean, well, if it's against a Space Marine act, I'm not going to get too memey with it, but you know, that would be a Space Marine item. So I guess it would just be default medicals. Let's go with 2 tourniquets. Let's go with like a really dumb amount of epinephrine. 1 thing of morphine and give me like 7 bandages. Actually, no. Slaanesh is 6, so let's do 6. I think that's perfectly doable. So that sets up our base kit there. For the Hellgun, I'm going to keep that one of the troopers, but now we just have to adjust things on here. So I have to get rid of the Hellgun. Got to change up the backpack because the backpack's built in like that. Is that the only Slaaneshi pack I got? Yes. So if that's the case, I need to just give some standard chaos stuff. You know, that stuff also works. I mean, it's technically floating. Who doesn't love a good little bit of spike? We're changing the beret. And then I need to change the face mask out for... I want to, you know, vary them a bit. So you got that stuff. Yeah, it's totally fine. Weaponry-wise, now, squad leaders always like to give, you know, top-of-the-line style stuff. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of sorting here, because, there's gonna be a lot of stuff that doesn't tie in. It's a not shotgun. I see. Oh, boy. I know one of these weapons in here is probably gonna insta-kill. Why it... Okay. Okay. And then we have actual Slaaneshi-based las guns, which is quite nice. And then we've got the other one for our god. Excellent. So that's good to see. I'm just doing a weapon check right now. You got all the different Tau weapons, and you had Necrons. You got more bolter-based stuff. But yeah, this is also giving me a good insight to the other things I'll be able to give my other units here. You got the orcs. Oh, there's going to be a lot to choose from, but I got to sort everything wickety split, so let's go ahead. Oh, that's actually not that bad. So AOD, I mean, that's going to be fine, but that's not necessarily what I'm looking for right now. He does look fabulous. This is more AOD. I thought we just went through AOD, so this is something else. Man, it's crazy what happens over a few years when you have so many different mods with so many different actualities here. We got flamethrowers. I'm probably not going to touch those, because the fallacy with flamethrowers is they take away a lot of the frames, and then things can get very messy when you're already doing a lot of custom skeleton stuff. I got a purple plasma gun. Okay. Why does that have a... That's an interesting... It's a blue tracer. Okay. Again, this is why I like doing my little checks. It's a force staff. Storm of the Emperor's Wrath. Oh, dear. That literally looks like a Slaaneshi symbol. I'm not going to lie with the damn horns on that chick's head, but okay. We'll take it. Here's more Space Marine stuff. And then we get into what I know with Grimdark, AOD. You got the Sons of Sek weaponry, which I might dip into. We have another purple. Okay. Is that a forward grip? Neat. Those are the Terminator assault cannons. And then we have the actual TIOW weaponry. Alright, so that's quite a range. Oh, and then we have the Knights. Become the cannon. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna get back to you just because I know that just deleted everything on her. I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. I'm gonna start with the heavy troops then, first and foremost. Just to see my options here. So that looks like it's a chaos weapon, but we do have that. I do need to change the backpack out. Unless you want a freaking belt-fed chaos gun, but, you know, there's plenty of options for stuff like that. Beyond that... What do we have for secondaries? Plenty of melee weapons. That is the lowest textured weapon I have seen in a hot second, but hey, c'est la vie on that. These aren't even sorted. So that's an oopsie on my end, but... Do I even give you a secondary, or do I just let you keep it? I'm gonna be honest, probably just gonna, for the sake of AI, let them keep their, let them keep that. Does it have an alternate firing mode where it fires MX rounds? What? Did I miss the memo? No, you can just load it with MX. Okay. Sure. Why not? I don't know if that's gonna overheat, but you know what? We'll give it a go. Why not? One of these I did say I was gonna keep the Hell gun, so let's go ahead and just, you know, Heavy-duty Hellgun power cable. I mean, yeah. Okay. And since they're fighting Space Marines, I feel like we should start with the heavy-duty one. But, hey, you know. It all works out. Let's go ahead and also change up the face mask, get a little bit of variation on these units. That would be you. And that fits, because, you know, with all the frickin' whatchamacallit. Where does the armor come from? I have no idea. It has the add-on symbol next to it, so that could be TIOW too. It could be... Who the heck knows at that point? Look, when I'm given a giant mod set and something to work with, I do my best with it, but my god, I don't know. I don't know where half the stuff I'm working with, which is why I tell people I need more time with it, because it's going to take me a hot second to, you know, get through it all. Okay. I need another... Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of Space Marine stuff. Okay, this is gonna take me a hot second. Heralds of Treachery, thanks, Zango. Well, Pumpkin, if I find that feature, I will gladly put it in, but you know... I can't seem to find the butt category on the left, so unfortunately, I'm just left to dry on that sake. Sorry to disappoint. Okay. Trying to think. Someone give me a random heavy weapon, otherwise I'll probably do... Oh, whatchamacallit. What's the machine gun thingy called? Range fire, lasgun or something. It's in GD somewhere. I can give it green ammo. These puppies. These are the fun puppies. Need a black one. Yeah. The good stuff. I don't think I can give infantry a standard las cannon, and if I can, I'll probably give it later. But, yeah, no, that's a heavy weapon piece. That should be fine. I just need to make sure I give them green lasers, because, you know. What's the B mean? I assume that's the contradiction. Ah, whatever. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we need. That's going to be a lot, and that should be fine. Caveat to these elements is I'm not giving them any grenades. The riflemen, I'm going to be honest, I think I'm only going to need one, simply because this is how his kit's going to go down, or hers, or who the heck knows. Also, third face mask. There we go. Little bit of variation. We'll do mask number 2 for you. I want the thingamajig right there. Backpack-wise, I don't think you'll actually need a backpack, because all I have to do is load you up with extendeds, because we're fighting Space Marines, so I need that little damage buff. So I think that only just gives you more ammo from what I see right there, so... we'll work with that. What do I have for grenades here? I do have Molotovs, but don't trust them, because they might be tied to the flame scripts. We got EMP grenades. Okay. Don't I have heretical grenades? You got the Tau photon grenades, which I believe work like stun. So let's do a single frag and a single crack. And leave them with one. So how much ammo does that give you? Actually, it doesn't give you that much. For the sake of more ammo, we'll just load that up like that. And again, it's a close range unit, so it's not going to do much. Medic-wise, I mean, I'll probably kit you the same. Except I'll give you a backpack and we'll put some spare medical in it, so... Power of Chaos. Oh yeah, that's plenty of room. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Okay. Yeah, simple medical. That should be easy as that. Oh yeah, give them like 40 morphine. No, I mean they've been high on stims. Let's go ahead and put the stims on. Hell yeah, dude. Keep the party going. I'm also gonna give you one of the berets just to vary that up. Because again, when I only have like a handful of equipment to work with, that's what I gotta do at that point. All right, now that I've seen all of that, what do I give you? What sort of crazy BS weapon to utilize? I'm half tempted to go with a grenade launcher of some sort, but knowing how Arma works with grenade launchers and how pinpoint accurate they are, that shies me away from it. Beyond that, I mean, honestly, what can I give? I don't see a lot of the infantry specialization mods. This is all Space Marine themed. So really, these units are going to be more as fodder troops. Ah, yes. That's perfect. That's exactly what we need our infantry to be. Just embrace the Mechanicus. You know what? Sure. Why not? Why the heck not? Half tempted to put that on the back. I want it to be Chaos themed, though. We just gotta dig through all of this stuff until we find exactly what we need. Also, give him a bandolier. I always love doing that. Throw in the bandolier. Why not? Make it work. Okay, we can either do MX mags or I can do these. So I guess I choose these. No thanks, I choose life. And then let's see, we can also do some chaos grenades. A little bit of close range anti-space marine, and then some white grenades, which no, we're gonna make them purple. Purple smokes. But because of that, I'm not gonna do a team leader, because again, I think just having these as fodder elements is gonna be a lot easier. But I am gonna play with 2 machine gun rolls. So behind door number 1, we're gonna do mask number 1 there. Where's the MG42? There you are. Because who doesn't love the MG42? Anyway, this is just one of my go-to machine guns. We gotta change the backpack out to whatever I can find here. Oh, Plague Marine. Disgusting. Ah, there we go. The Elysian butt pack. I feel like that's the most Slaaneshi thing I've seen today. I mean, alright, cool. Why not? I want green tracers. Oh, he can fit a lot of tracers in. Oh, okay, you know what? The fact that that's the magazine right there, and this is an MG42. It's a freaking MG13 or something with the top bout mag, but yeah, never mind. Just the fact that those exist, I'm like, it's kind of weird, but okay, we'll go with it. And then you will do mask number 3. I can put purity seals on you. Ah, that's an insult. Anyway, and then I need to put the beret on his head, by the way. I need to remember to do that. Do I just call it a day and give you a melt-a-gun? No, you're a machine gunner roll. So I need something that puts out a lot of DACA very, very quickly. Do I have anything good from TIOW2 that can accomplish this? Because I'd love to continue utilizing the new add-on weapons. So let's just scroll through until I can find something good. Because we do have the Slaaneshi rifle, and that is nice. We got all this extra pulse cannon stuff. Okay. I mean, if we're fighting Space Marines, a bolter wouldn't be a bad call. So where were the other ones up here? Yeah. Don't ask where they got the Adepta weapon there, but, you know, I think that's good enough. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. Oh, here comes my fiance. Hello, honey. How are you doing? That's great. I see. That's great.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
May I help you? That's why I don't stream with the camera, so you can pull those out whenever you want.
Oh, is this Warhammer?
Yep.
I recognized it.
Yes, you did.
Look at me go.
Congratulations.
You know why I recognize it?
Why?
Because I killed a lot of people playing.
Right, because you did do a pay for pain for 40K. Yeah, I forgot about that. Right. Anyway.
Something heretical. Heretical?
Heretical, yes.
Heretical. Is going on in Liru's home?
Yes.
Slaaneshi.
Hmm?
Someone wrote House Slaaneshi.
Yes, because that's the god.
Did you eat anything?
I ate your ass.
Did you commit photosynthesis?
Let's
I
give him
did
a warm
commit
welcome, shall
photosynthesis, thank you.
Photosynthesis. I'll hopefully make some butter chicken tonight.
Alright, I can't wait for that buttered chicken, honey. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of testing.
Testicles?
What? What? Wait a minute.
Hey, after I come back from the grocery store, you want to help me cook?
Sure.
Because I'm going to need some help.
Okay, honey.
So we can have time to go to the gym.
Okay, honey.
What you want with your salmon?
We'll talk about it when we're at the gym. Alright. It's okay, honey. I love you.
Are you doing mission dev?
Yes.
What you building?
40K stuff.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, obvious. I know. Just making some enemy stuff and then designing AOs, honey.
What's the big ship?
I have no idea what half of this... Actually, no. I have no idea what 90% of this stuff is, to be perfectly honest.
It's just cool.
I'm here to design something to balance against these other things, so
What are
I'm...
those?
I don't know! They're tall
What
people
are
with guns, so I'm just gonna use the other tall people with guns!
What are those?
It's easy! Anyway. Yilmas, thanks for the 8-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. You mock me.
I don't mock you.
You
It's
mock me.
Stuck in my brain.
And then get it out!
Liru, please free that woman. She has a family. Liru is my family now.
See, she's domesticated. Zap. Anyway. Oh, you don't know what that means. That's okay. Zap. Get the frickin' poured car. No. Oh, God. Okay, so
I don't know what zap means, but I know what unforgettable means.
Get the I can't cuss.
Get the frickty frack out of my stream, you harlot.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Clip it.
You clip it. Not, that doesn't mean... She just took 2 fingers, did a scissor thing, and went right for my crotch. Are you happy with yourself?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm glad that...
I'm bugging you.
Yes, you are.
Bruh.
Are you good? You should still be working right now.
Taking a break.
A break doesn't mean you come down and molest me.
That's not molesting you. This is molesting you.
Are you kidding me right now?
Streamer titty.
Stream. You know, I'm just gonna ignore you.
Really?
Yeah? Watch me. You are literally licking my
That's
face.
not ignoring me. I think you're bad at this. Man, having kids is gonna be fun. So what you building? Well, what are you setting up right now? Are you setting up squads?
I'm just putting everything I need down, honey.
Ooh, what is that?
That's a big thing.
What does it do?
It does big things.
Like what?
Big things.
Like what?
I don't know. It's a big thing.
Ah! Sorry.
There. It's what Rocker said. It's big fisting.
What is is it called?
It's called the Fister.
Oh,
See? It has a fist.
it's Baymax shaped.
It
It's friend shaped.
I don't think that fist is friendly, but okay.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Can I do it?
Do what? Sure. Go ahead.
Hell no on the blue. Thank you so much for the 6-month resub. Right?
Yes.
I hope you keep enjoying the operation. I hope you get a kick out of this scenario.
No, you have to say nice kick out of the scenario.
Oh, nice kick. Sorry.
Yes. Do it again.
Oh. Hell no on the blue. Thank you so much for the 6-month resub.
Again.
No!
Again.
No!
Again. Again, or you're getting another spanking.
Oh my god. Hell no on the blue. Thank you so much for the 6-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operation. Hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario.
There we go.
Is that right?
There we go. Are you happy now? Don't eat my microphone. Why are you such a child?
Hmm? I don't know, you're into that?
No, I'm not!
I mean, you're
Out of everything Slaaneshi, no, because then you have to...
Yummy.
What?
Someone wrote yummy.
Would you say you're engaged, Don? I'm gonna kill you.
Don, I love you.
I don't. What?
Can we leave?
You can do whatever you want, honey.
Yay, Don loves me too.
Great. I'm glad.
I'm trying to engage in what you're doing.
Just pulling through all my knowledge right now.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Are you sending that against the players?
No.
Is this for the 40k community?
Why am I blanking on you? You're the BT.
What was that on top of the ship?
I don't freaking know.
It was like a sign.
Okay. There's so many.
So many what?
There's so many freaking mods in here.
Terminator.
I forgot we don't have any Slaaneshi ones.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's gonna make this a little difficult, but I can figure something else. There can
Do they
be
have,
a
like, bullhorns?
yes.
Oh, cool. Alright, now I do have to go back.
All right, honey.
Mwah.
Mwah. I love you.
I love you too.
You're insane.
Would you have me any other way?
No, I would not.
Exactly.
Goodbye, honey. All right. I'm going to start reading chat again. I'm using the test mod, not the main mod. Okay, well, I'm just using the mod set you guys sent me. So in the meantime, I'm going to utilize what I have here, and then I'll come back to it. Because right now I'm just putting everything down to visualize everything. Am I dumb? I've been trying to find these for the past 5 minutes because I thought there were chaotic versions of it, but I guess I'm dumb. Because those are the Chaos Contemplators. Or English, anyway. It's not my first language. I got everything out of here. Righto, Sparkle. By the way, the only reason I'm streaming this right now is because Sparkle said she was bored. She's like, she told me to stream something. So I'm like, fine, screw it. We'll do mission dev. I do love how we have a Vindicare. That tickles me the right way. But anyway, out of everything else, let's look down here. Because we have the Knights, but then you also have the Dreadblades, which are the Chaos version, which we already have one down. So I really am just being dumb. And I got the Horus Heresy stuff. That's 30k. Well, let's try AOD then. Because I only get the Contemplators. But again, I have those other ones, so it's fine. I don't need them. I do like the, what they have right there, though. That's pretty nice. Either way, that's enough for me to work with here. I'm going to have to do a bunch of vehicle testing. And I'm not getting yelled at in DMs. That's a good sign. So, let's go ahead and look at what we got here. So, if I recall correctly, that's simply a shield texture from Faceware. Or it's something, it's in the, I forget. I honestly forget where the shield comes from, because I don't think, oh, it is part of the gun. Dang. So that means, if I change that up, it's going to be that way. So let's go ahead. We'll have one type of breaching unit. And then I just have to vary up the weaponry. So let's see what I got. Where's purple? There we go. Yes, the purple plasma. Wow, not a lot of room for ammo, eh? They have the mod that I think puts those into power pack zone. Let's see what else I have for purple. Wait, but aren't you just the same thing as that other one, or was that already preset? I might just be dumb. And then purple, that was the only one. Okay. Do appreciate the red chaotic symbols around that. That's assault cannon stuff. I can throw in a few relic bolters. Just for some variation. Not going to do any of the fancy ammo, though, because that's always a pain in the ass to test. With 40k, and I only have a day for this, so I work with what I can. Vary up the armor here. Let's see what else I can dig up. That's all 40k stuff on the bottom. That's all knight stuff. I gotta remember my keybind, too, for activating knights, because it's been a hot second. I can just Google that real quick. Or trial and error, look up the option. Nothing too hard there. And we have all our little relic pieces here. I gotta say, I do kind of like the design with these, though. They feel very relic-y with just the lighting and the textures that are being done with it, so good on that, mod dev. Nothing really fitting my theme. Red or orange, I appreciate it. I'm just trying to design a Slaaneshi-based faction for, I believe, you guys tomorrow. I'm just trying to put down a bunch of weapons. We can skip that section. And then to test the weapons against the medical settings I've been provided and, you know, do a bit of back and forth. And that's probably what's going to take me into the evening. I could have sworn AOD had purple in it, but I guess I was wrong there. It's, I think, only reds, blacks, and what else I can manage on that. Yeah. Yeah. That's the plasma cannon, though. I'd want something else, because I'm already doing one piece of plasma. We also have these, so let's go ahead and put those on. Storm bolters. Oh. I was looking at the wrong tab like a goober. Yeah, We already have a big weapon, too. I mean, I guess also we should be looking at balance here, so reorganizing everything wise, since I've decided to vary up the helmets. Realistically, they'd all be, you know, the same base helmet and model and with the pauldrons and whatnot, but, you know, Slaaneshi is all about mix and match. Might as well go with that, but I'm just trying to organize things here. So we've got some sort of marksman. I'm going to ungroup all these real quick. We got that. We got a marksman element, since this is being marked as the sergeant. We've got a heavy cannon and that. To be honest, I think that's a little redundant. You got one thing of plasma, because you don't want excessive heavy weapons, because yes, that might be canonically correct, but you still want the player base to have a good time. So just looking at the range of weaponry right here. 2 heavy compact weapons, 2 different types of riflemen, 1 level of plasma, 1 breaching unit. What's missing? No, we got the long range. AT, that's what we're missing. Okay, so if we're going to do that, I know exactly what I'm going to pull out. I mean, the plasma can also be seen as AT, but I kind of see it as a light AT, like kind of a bridge between both an anti-infantry and an anti-tank weapon. More on the lines of like an HEDP style weapon, or something similar to a grenadier system as well. But I know there is something here. It's not under the rocket tab. They actually have these as primary weapons, which does make things a little interesting because I need to test to see if they'll even use them against enemy vehicles. But okay, now I have to remember. I think it's AOD. That has, it's one weapon. It is literally a rocket launcher. And then you got, yeah, I mean, the freaking stuff for the contemplators. This puppy. Mwah. The I hate everything gun. And of course, we want to give it crack missiles so it can do its job, but I don't want to do frag because then it tells infinite. It starts going open season on infantry. So yeah, that is our AT weapon, and I think that's good for that. And then we've got 3 different layers of contemplators. We got some dread blades, right? Or is it dread blade? No, it is dread blade. I'm right. And then I just got to kind of look over and test all these vehicles. Is this map, like, purposely foggy? Oh. So that's another challenge, because they recommended this map. I'm going to have to test skill settings with fog, because that's going to make things a little difficult for AI balancing in terms of spotting through the fog. I just have to find the right coefficient. And then even if I find the right coefficient, I'm going to have to go on their server early and test it, because I don't know what they might have set their settings to on the server side. Example, when we did the collab with Karma Cut over the weekend, his server side AI skill was set to 0.7. And, I mean, you saw that with the grenade launcher AI. You saw that with how many people went down when I had a single squad of AI flank them to the north. I mean, it was messy. So I'll just have to then, you know, pop on, throw some infantry down, watch them shoot each other, and see if I can get a good balance. Because nothing ruins a foggy map worse than just having the AI shoot you from, like, all the way over there, and you have no idea what the heck they're doing. All right. I think from there, that's a good test. So let's go ahead and get that saved. It should have made an autosave as a temp mission, but let's actually name this. So from there, we can do the Black Templar thingamajigs, and I'm going to reload the mod set. I'm going to remove the test mod and load the actual mod, because I didn't realize the mod set they gave me had still the test mod in it. That's fine. What do I want to call this? Let's say Black Templar, Black Temp. I think that's fine. So with that saved, I'm going to go ahead. French or Orange or anyone from Black Templars, because I need to know. Do you guys have any SQFs you want me to import into the mission folder so when I export it to you, it'll be good to go? Or do you not do that? Because if that's the case, I'm going to add a few just to add my tracer script so I can make sure that the AI aren't shooting through the freaking fog. And then probably my respawn on position marker just to make things easier on the loadouts. What was I doing again? Oh, yeah, right. Alt F4, make sure the camera's off. That should be fine. Oh, yeah, they've had the drop pods in for a while, but it's Space Marine only. But let me see here. I need to find the Terminator mod. Wait. I don't have the Terminator test mod loaded. Because it... What did they call the mod? Where's one of the group chats? Tactical Dreadnought Armory. Yeah. Oh, so I do have that loaded. I think they forgot to rename something in the mod then, because that's what prompted French to say that to me in chat. But I do have the publicly released mod loaded in the mod set because that's what was set in the mod set, so... Let me see if I can go find what prompted him to say that. Just for a reporting sake. Alright, Orange. Thanks, man. Oh, man, I would just have to let the mod set boot. You know, I'll give it this. For a mod set that has a big chunk of mods, that thing actually loads very quickly compared to what I am used to. Oh, right, that's Night of Wizard's new map. Keep meaning to look at it. It's gonna be labeled that way. Dang it, so what the heck did I search up to make them say that? I'm gonna have to check the video back, but I mean, I'm gonna be playing with them again in a second, so. Because I could have sworn I saw the word test somewhere, which I think was what prompted him to say that, and I was like, oh, okay. But I think that's in the actual release of the mod. Unless I'm crazy. Which is also highly probable, but... Ah, yes, the Space Marine skeleton bug. Oh, man. Because my immediate reaction is to search it by mod, but... yeah. But with a mod set like this, you honestly could do everything 40k under the sun, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, so it's labeled... That's what it was. So under the directory, it's labeled as Terminator Test Mod, but as you can see, the @ is Tactical Dreadnought Armory, so that's the mistake. Which, that's just a class name issue. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, something to maybe fix in a future release on a quick bug report or whatnot. Totally fine. Okay, now the difficult part. How am I going to do a ballistic test with this? Well, right off the bat, let me put a Game Master module down. And just shove that on there. That is a lot. Do they give Zeus to every... I guess for a debug thing, perhaps? There's DSA. for the spooks. Okay. Wait. They do have an HC. Okay. So do they have AI mods loaded? Why would they have an HC? I am speaking in lingo right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to wrap my head around the roster here. What? I've never seen that module before. Which means I'm not going to touch it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start messing around with things. I do need to import their A settings, so let me go ahead and grab those. Debug for dreadnoughts? It won't cause any problems, I was just curious. That's what I figured, though, it was a debug for some of them, because, you know, 40k is also one of the most unstable groups of mods in Arma 3. But it's also the one that kind of breaks the boundaries in every way possible, so it's understandable. Alright, I gotta go to group conversation. Download this message text file, Control A, Control C. Settings, add-ons, import, Control V, okay. Now I'm gonna have a little bit of fun here. Let's see how this goes. So, advanced damage, advanced ballistics off, completely agree with for 40k. Throwing's on, that's fine. Vehicle damage off, agree with because 40k. Artillery, they do have artillery computers, okay. Because I got to think about if I want to use artillery against them, if I'm going to have to actually range fight. Handcuff on side, okay, yep. Casings is not checked off, but I'd also recommend that is, honestly, for 40k, I turn that off because it can get a little laggy with stuff. Which, on its own, not so much, but when you add everything else, then, yeah, it's messy. The worn ones, okay. Cook off, completely disabled, makes sense. They have stamina turned off, though, right? Because they're Space Marines, because a stamina does not work with Space Marines at all. Because of how a stamina is calculated. It's based off of movement of your unit. And since Space Marines move faster than Arma units, they drain stamina a lot quicker, so. Alright. Fire is off, yeah. Yeah, okay. Fragmentation. Interesting. G-Force is disabled. Goggles show effects. Explosion conversions turned off. I've got headless stuff turned off in here, but I think they do it via module. That's fine. Interaction, team management. Yeah, that's all fine. Logi. How's Logi handled? Engineers. Full repairs can be done at any time by NGs only. They need toolkits. Okay. So that's probably for tech marine-based stuff then. Damn, they got them quick reloaders. No Blue Force tracker. Yeah, that's fine. This is what I always like to see in a unit. 4 to 4 even. 20% chance of fractures. How does that actually work? I would think that the bolter rounds would almost always fracture. At least that's how I remember things happening. They got these max, though, because no one likes to be unconscious, so this is more of an action-heavy unit based off of that. Interesting. Which means I need to go back in my medic and add some splints. Fatal death, 100% chance. Never to always, though. That's why. No AI unconsciousness. Bleed out in pain set to 0.5 and 0.5. Transfusion rate is maxed. No limping, though. Right, because... Yeah, I know, you'd be right. Because I don't think the Space Marines limp. Huh. That's an interesting one. Surgical kits anywhere, so they do stitch? No. So they don't do stitch. Makes sense. Okay. 0.3 on scale, that's fair. Overheat obviously would need to be turned off. For any 40k op, this needs to be turned off because the weapons will overheat very, very quickly. Save gear, remove bodies is okay. Trench times are default. Okay, there has to be a third-party script then that controls that if that's disabled. Because otherwise... I mean, then again, it won't really matter on this map. Which actually brings the question, is my... Is the fog because things just turned down really low? Or I'll check that in a second. The squigs! That's why they have the headless client. I can never escape lambs. It's everywhere I go. Okay. Well, in the meantime, let's see. Why am I blanking? No limping, it's disabled further up. Yeah, you're right. I missed that. Whoops. But yeah, it's just, I guess, an extra wound that increases pain. Pain set to half, but I guess with multiple fractures and whatnot, that would all end up working out. Alright, let me set multiplayer settings real quick. Custom position. Check, check. Boom. Save. Dynamic groups on. Because that just gives an extra menu. Unless they need the U key to do something specific, but, I mean, I'll test that in a second. One second. If I'm going to do that right, then I need to do everything I possibly can. On that note... What am I doing? Explain for a non-Arma player. I am setting up a Warhammer 40k scenario by testing various settings to calibrate them to make sure that nothing is too overpowered, so that everyone has fun instead of either getting absolutely schwacked or just completely overpowering the enemy, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, feel free to ask follow-up questions. Okay. Ah, that's a lot. Well, booted. Okay. Well, this is always the fun part. I now need to test how effective the enemy weapons are on my face. So we're just going to go down the list. That even do anything? Because it didn't look like it did anything, in all honesty. I have a different head, that's fine. Wow, I hurt myself shooting at him with the heavy bolter. Okay. Okay, it messed up my arm. And I got one hit on my head, but it's mainly bruises everywhere else. Okay. That's about the ballpark of what I'm looking for, though. I mean, I'm not unconscious, right? I can continue to move around. Alright. Oh, no, I'm doing it in there. I can just... boom. Cool. Nope. That should fix it. Yeah, alright. Sometimes it doesn't let me do the middle menu option. Are there any ops that you are really looking to play or Zeus? I mean, the Japanese one tomorrow should be interesting. It's been a while since I've done a Japanese player defense scenario, but that'll be fun. I always look forward to anything I make, though, to be perfectly honest. A little bit of follow-up. Barely an inconvenience, which, again, is fitting, because the infantry weapon, some are going to do some damage, some are not. I'm curious what the Hellgun's going to do, but, again... Some of this stuff is meant to literally ding off of the dude. Barely an inconvenience. That's funny as hell. Alright, first heavy weapon. These should do damage. I just realized I have 2 of you. So I'm just going to probably remove you since I already have that one. But, alright. Bolter should do something, right? You would think. What just beeped? Oh, that tickles! Yeah, so like I said, bait troops are gonna be bait. Oh, right, I need to remove your language and have you say something a little more interesting too. But that's why I do these tests. Wait, what? I'm turning that on for my sake. Because you can set the controls with that, but I don't want to go deaf. Because these guns are loud. Oh. My ears. Anyway. Barely an inconvenience! But again, we want that for the human side. Or at least the... You know, the small boys. I know, Orange, exactly. I can have a good laugh about it, though. And then, I mean, do I even want to know? I mean, just go for it. 5. I think one of them just blew up because they threw a grenade, and I think the only thing that hurt was from that grenade, yeah. Oh, that's funny. Well, thankfully, I gave them something to hurt me with. So if they charge me, at least that'll work. Alright, well, human faction is about where I want it to. I'm going to make the edits real quick so I don't forget, because I like to do these in batches. No point in having a second machine gun unless I change the ammo to something like man-stoppers or armor piercers. I forget which one specifically works against Space Marines, but that's fine. So let's get rid of you. Line you all up. It's attributes for voice under identity. Do we have anything cool, like heretical? Really? No heretical voice mods? Huh. No voice then. Cool. And let's get right back into testing. Brother. Lightning bolt myself? We'll see how that goes. Another thing I want to test is if they edited how that Space Marine missile launcher works. That's what I'm dying to know. So if I put myself over here, where's Mr. Handsy here? Is he gonna hit me with that? Come on.
On the way.
Come on, don't be shy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. I forgot. Alright, give me a second. Again, that's something I'm not gonna spam, because you wouldn't. It's more of a... Oh wow, there wasn't actually a single vehicle. Wait, so how does the vehicle spawn work? That's funny. Alright, let me make sure they actually fight against vehicles too, because if it doesn't shoot against vehicles, then there's no point in me having it. I am blanking. There's so many options. I'm probably gonna go in and get rid of half of these, to be honest, on my whatchamacallits.
Ready for order.
Drop pods are nice though, and then you got the personal drop.
Ready for order.
For the infantry. I always struggle to find this damn thing, but there we go. Am I being shot at? Oh. So right off the bat, that is an issue that needs to be highlighted. Because they have, yep, so they've got that standard script, but... Is that on a quad bike model? Because it sounds like a damn... That's funny as hell. Is that lamb suppression going off, or I don't even know. But like I said, right off the bat, that's where I'm going to probably take a little bit of solace and issue with this map, but... Oh, where's a rhino?
Ready.
Yeah, they'll shoot at it. How did you just blow yourself up with that one, Chief? It's not doing much damage, though. Why did it beat me? Are you shooting at me again, you chuckleheads? They shoot at the vehicles, though. That's all I can ask for. Lamb's doing lamb things, exactly. I'll respawn, comp, have trophy APS. I joined the stream late. Gotcha! So that's what that module was. So it's just a system to enable it. I getcha. Alright. Alright, I assume everything else is gonna work on par with Space Marines doing Space Marine things. So, oh yeah, that's gonna hurt. Which at that point you want it to hurt, so. Are you gonna one tap? That's my other concern. No, it didn't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that's pretty fair. All things considered with that. Yeah, no. I don't think I need to make any weapon changes for how everything else is going. I just have to remember what button. I don't remember the button. There's an activation button for these things. Do 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 do. Control T, that's it. Ah, yes. Ye old activation scripts. Okay. Beyond that, that was an issue for the Tibrus bolt gun. I hope that doesn't cause any booting issues, but that just means I have to get them the mission file ASAP, so that would be either tonight or early tomorrow morning. Beyond that... Pretty simplistic AO. I'm a little worried, though. What specifically... If we have lamb suppression, I'm not 100% sure that this map's going to be doable. So it's just lamb's danger, which has some elements of suppression in it in terms of the range. Because I can balance the skill level through fog by editing the spotter coefficient, but lamb's kind of kicks it up a notch and makes it a little tougher to actually balance that proper. So it's gonna be a difficult one. Not impossible, but definitely on the tougher side when it comes to fog. I'm gonna give that a save. I'm gonna go look at if there's anything else I can do map-wise, because I thought they mentioned 2 new maps, so I'm gonna look at the other map real quick. Just because I'm a little worried about that spotting coefficient through the fog, because you already saw that happen. So, I don't know why I hit open there. I should have hit new. Yes and no, Malin. Every time I've tried to turn it off with a module, it doesn't actually turn off. By Carl. Not sure if that was it. You have new Essaker. This is the other one. Let me look at it real quick. Damn, it's already been an hour. I don't know what's been with me the past few days, but it just doesn't feel like that long goes by. You got orc camps on this one. And then a fire base and some abandoned stuff. So this would be a nice backup if I can't get the fog to work in my favor. That's going to require a lot of just prancing around with the settings. Doable, but yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, definitely have that as a spawn base, and then I can adjust things, make my own little fortifications, and yada-da. Yeah, it should be fine. I think that's good. All right, it's almost 5 o'clock. I'm going to take a break, go and see how things go. Gotta test how invincible those Terminators are, too. You're right, I do. So, whoa, big checklist. That's fine. We've already been on this for, what, an hour? Probably another 3. We'll see how things go. But, yeah, worst comes to worst. Let's bash my head against the wall. But regardless, I'm going to wrap up the stream here and take a break. So, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. And, yeah, we'll probably have 2 Zeus missions tomorrow and then on the ground for World War II op on Wednesday night. So, see you guys.